A Murrells Inlet woman still owns the first car she bought way back in the 1960s. Now, several people owned the car in between the first time she bought it and now. In tonight's This Is Carolina, Patrick Lloyd and photojournalist George Hansen show us how she was able to reclaim that car.
In the garage of a Murrells Inlet home sits Lola Chanonich's 1969 Triumph Spitfire.
I love it.
We wanted to take the car for a spin while we talked with Lola, but it was raining like crazy and there's no top on the car. So thanks to some TV magic, we threw up a makeshift green screen, or blue screen, and all of a sudden we were driving through New York City.
Just pretend like you're driving, yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit, not over-exaggerating.
All right.
Just a little bit like we're driving.
These are photos from when we originally had it.
Lola bought the car brand new. Her husband wanted it because he used to see it in magazines while he was in Vietnam. But they got rid of the car after just 5 years.
He didn't drive it that much, and we thought it was time to let it go.
The thought of the car was in the rearview mirror. But the decision to sell never sat well with Lola.
It nagged at me for 20-some years, and I couldn't let it go. So I tracked it down.
Lola spent decades doing research and making calls to find out where the car was and who owned it. Then finally, in 2003, she bought the car back. She didn't tell her husband at first. She surprised him with a party celebrating the car's return.
Well, that had to be the best gift for him of all time.
Oh, he drove it like crazy. He loved it.
Lola's husband died in 2020. Riding in the car without him isn't quite the same for her.
The first few times was very difficult because of the memories.
And now, with the car sitting in the garage most of the time, just taking up space, Lola is ready to sell the car again. This time for good.
I would like to find someone who will take good care of her. She needs some work, as all older things do. I don't want her to sit here and fall apart.
If you're interested in buying the car from Lola, we have information on how you can get in touch with her on our website, WMBFnews.com. And if you have a good news story you'd like us to share, send us an email at goodnews@WMBFnews.com.